A lighthouse is a tower with a bright light on top that helps warn sailors about dangerous areas at sea like rocks and shallow areas around the coastline. Basically, it serves as a navigational aid that helps keep the ships and boats safe. The earliest form of lighthouses was most probably the bonfires on the beach. Some of the first known lighthouses was built in Egypt over 2,000 years ago, and archaeologists have found the remains of more than 30 lighthouses built by ancient Romans. Lighthouses were fueled by different elements like burning mainly wood or coal, or using torches, oil lamps, and even candles. Wood fires were not discontinued until the 1800s. But coal fire was far superior to any other form of lighting, preferred by many sailors to oil and candles. The electric lamp, which came into general use in the 1900s, became the standard, but then also a mirror system was developed that could effectively concentrate the light into an intense beam. But it was also necessary to rotate it and to make it visible in all directions. This produced the now familiar revolving lighthouse beam. In lighthouse works, the observer is always assumed to be at a height of about 15 feet. The range to a ship with a lighthouse at 15 feet above the horizon will be about 16 nautical miles, or then 29.6 kilometers. This is known as a geographic range of light. The development of electronic navigation systems had a great effect on the role of lighthouses, although you will still find minor lights and lighted buoys that will help the navigator through treacherous coastal waters or harbor approaches.
Welcome back to another episode of the Adventures of Jack Hartland, and I'll tell you one thing, I'm very excited about this place where we are today. But first let me tell you what is happening from this episode onwards. So I've got this dream of going to Namibia, but I just don't want to go to Namibia. I've got a couple of awesome friends there, Cornell and Evan, and I'm going to spend some time with them and just check out the whole of Namibia. But instead of just going there, I thought let's take a journey all along the coastline of South Africa, making a very long pit stop in Cape Town, and then going up the west coast, doing some kayaking, and then go into Namibia. So here's what's happened. I spoke to Mark Dixon and he said, well, why don't you chase lighthouses? And there's a whole bunch of lighthouses all the way from here in Mossel Bay all the way to Namibia. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to chase the lighthouses, get a little bit into history, and just check out the coastline of South Africa going up to Namibia. But now there will be interruptions because this is going to take me about a year and a half to do. There are going to be some adventures which I don't want to say too much about it right now because I'm still hoping for it, like Zanzibar, Mozambique, but I don't know which ones are going to happen. I know there's some microlight flying over the ocean that I want to do, so we might have a couple of interruptions on the way to Namibia in the next year and a half. So with these interruptions, another thing that I also want to talk about is the sailing side, because that's actually where I want to be going, is sailing. And how am I gonna bring that into it? Because now I need to learn how to sail. I need to get to know more about sailing, and hopefully later on this will be a sailing channel. So who knows? But that's going to be part of the interruptions, where we're still going to be diving, we're still going to be sailing, learning how to sail, those type of things. And so be ready, because there are going to be interruptions of great adventures in between this journey from Mossel Bay to Namibia. let's talk about where we are today. We're going to start now with our journey of chasing lighthouses on the coastline all the way to Namibia. And we're starting here in Mossel Bay in the Garden Route at the St Blaize Lighthouse. It is a beautiful place, but wait, not only that, it so happened that just before I started recording this and organizing this, that they opened up the most amazing coffee shop that you can possibly imagine right here at the top, and we're going to show you all about that now. We are starting here in Mossel Bay at the St Blaize Lighthouse, and I didn't know that you could do anything here, but you can. Let me show you all the stuff that you can do.
The Cape St Blaize Lighthouse is an operational structure overlooking Mossel Bay, and the tower rises up to 14 meters, surrounded by the whitewashed building and the familiar red tiles. Today, you can have something to drink in one of the 3 lounge areas or on the outside deck with probably one of the most spectacular views in the world.
The cool thing that I just learned about this building is that the south side of this building is covered with a red colored moss, which is called a south-facing moss, and you will only find it and see it very spectacularly here on the building behind me because it's all white. Only on the south side it is red, and I don't mean the roof. This coastline is known to be quite treacherous with storms and especially wind, and as we travel you're going to see that the rocks are ragged and it is a rough coastline, and it's most of the time quite windy, although not always. We're going to be climbing all the way up, right up there, and it should be pretty windy up there as well, so it's going to be fun. Today I've got Elias, I'm not going to try and say his last name, but I've got Elias from Austria with me. I'm very excited. He's been in one of the other videos, but you guys haven't really met him, and I hope that you're actually going to meet him now in a couple of the episodes. Pretty cool guy, and he brought a drone. Okay, people, we are going to be climbing the tower now, and just by the way, this is Elias.
Hello.
Elias. Please say your last name.
Knappig.
That's the reason why I didn't say his last name. Knapp. Okay, anyways, so he's gonna climb the tower with me. Are you ready for this?
Oh yeah.
Alright, it looks a little bit dodgy. Are you ready? Okay. Alright, so they said we can only climb one at a time. No, I totally understand why. This is feeling kind of... Listen people, you have to come to this place. Not only is the coffee shop great and the coffee is great, but it's such a great place to be in. Yeah, this tower is good. Whoa, don't fall. Alright.
Sketchy.
Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Ooh. Alright, my backpack is gonna fit. Yes, it will fit. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Ooh. Alright, it's not bad. Oof, be careful. Alright, this can work.
That's the other.
Alright. Oh wow, this is going to be a tight squeeze. space up here. I guess we'll do some crawling. Being out of breath doesn't help much in small spaces like this. What a view, huh?
Yeah.
This is a lighthouse for hobbits. Yeah, because this is a hobbit door right here. The wind is blowing quite a bit. I don't want to lose my hat, you know.
Yeah.
Would you look at that? Oh, hat. Like this, you just stand amazed at the beauty and the splendor. I mean, you can see here right in front is the zip line going down. That's the longest zip line over the ocean, I think, in the world. We haven't done that yet, maybe because I don't like heights, but this is very nice. I can so advise you guys to come here. As I said, the coffee is good, the view is spectacular. If you've got a girlfriend and you really want to make an impression, come here. This is worth it. And just to prove to you that this is hobbit size, this is hobbit size, my fearless friend is going to demonstrate how easy it is to get onto this platform from the inside. So here goes. Do you think you'll be able to do it?
I hope so.
All right, let's see. You see, I told you, it's a hobbit-sized door. So just tell us again, where are you from?
I'm from Austria.
Okay, we're in Austria.
In Styria.
Okay, and what are you doing here in South Africa with crazy South Africans?
I'm doing a social service program with Atnas, but yeah, I'm also doing some adventures, and that's so nice.
So it's always good to travel with someone, and this is a good traveling partner. He does photos, video, and drones, although the wind was too crazy for the drone today. So we're gonna climb down now, and then we're gonna wait a couple of minutes, and hopefully the lighthouse will activate, and we'll show you what it looks like before we say goodbye. So let's get down, young sir. It is a dash high though. I'm not nervous. I might be nervous. I'm not nervous anymore because we're almost there. Alright, let's go down. So yes, thank you very much for joining me at this beautiful spot in Mossel Bay. I can so tell you, come to the St Blaize's Lighthouse here to the coffee shop, have a coffee, climb the tower. It is so worth it. You're gonna love it. We're gonna see you guys next time again in the next episode, where we're gonna be hunting for the next lighthouse.
In the next episode, we are going to hit the road to find the next lighthouse. So remember to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and share to not miss out on this new adventure.